Shabbat Shalom. It's been a very rough week for Israel. Missiles that have landed in residential areas, loss of life, destruction of property, magnificent air defense systems like Iron Dome not able to stop every missile. Israelis who have to go into their shelters as soon as they hear that siren. Just the other day, there was a direct hit on the Seroka medical center in Beersheba. And it just because of a miracle, hours earlier, that they had evacuated most of the patients to the subterranean level, where there are great levels of survival. What's also remarkable for me is the Israelis who are outside the land of Israel. Apparently some 100,000, and thousands of them who are trying to get back into Israel. Could you imagine any other country that was under a barrage attack like this, in which its citizens would want to get back, to be part of that attack, to sustain what they would otherwise not have to? But that's the nature of the Israeli spirit. They stand together. They recognize it's not just about survival, it's also about a sacred connection to the land. Since its birth, Israel has always dealt with odds greater than what she had. Whether it's the countries that stood against it, the terrorist organizations, the missiles, always outnumbered. Now, we can talk about the technological superiority of Israel, which gratefully gives it an upper hand. But it's not just about that technology. It's also about the Israeli spirit, about knowing that they can and they have to believe in what they do, that, again, sacred connection to the land. It makes me think about this week's Torah portion of Shlach Lecha, when Moses sends in the 12 spies to Canaan. You see, the Israelites are on the border of the country. They've left Egypt about 14 months before. They were at Mount Sinai, and now they could enter the land. And the 12 spies are sent in to reconnaissance the land itself. And they come back, and many of you know the story, that 10 of them give this terrible report. We'll never be able to conquer their cities. The people are like giants. We cannot do this. And because of that, the entire nation lost faith, and they cried. And it was in that moment that God decides that they can't go into the land, but rather determines that they're going to wander for the 40 years. What about the two who came back with a different report, Joshua and Caleb? They saw it differently. Joshua and Caleb believed in that Israelite spirit to be able to conquer the land, to understand that sacred heritage which they had. They believed. In fact, it's Caleb who says, Ola na'alev ve'arashno ota. We shall surely go up and we shall possess the land. The Israelis today, they are the spiritual descendants of Joshua and of Caleb. They believe in the ability to be able to withstand the greater forces. They understand what it takes to be a Jewish people. As Israeli military does everything it can to make Israel and the world safer, our hearts are with those in Israel. We pray for their safety. We pray that in the end, the world will be a safer place for what's taking place. We pray ultimately for peace. May this Shabbat, may it find peace for Israel, for us, and for the world. Shabbat Shalom.